Hey, y'all.
There you go. Watch out. There you go.
Hey, how are you?
Yes.
How are you doing?
Peace and blessings, blessings and peace, and welcome to a special edition of Just a Thought 2.0 as we sit down with the founder, the creator behind the Matrix and Terminator franchises, Sophia Stewart. It's gonna be a great interview, y'all. Make sure you don't go nowhere as we enter into the Matrix with Sophia Stewart. Peace and blessings. Let's go. Hey yo, peace and blessings, blessings and peace. It's the boy Jarmel Reese, and I want to share my experiences with you. If I had to put my life in one word, I would have to say ridiculous, man. From growing up in one of the worst neighborhoods in St. Louis, Missouri, launching a successful music career, recording with some of the top names in the industry, and launching my own clothing line, traveling the world, discovering the power behind yoga and meditation, and how it can heal the mind as well as the body. So tune in to my show, Just a Thought. Follow the story, like the page, subscribe. Let's write the rest of the story that you've always dreamed of. Peace and blessings, blessings and peace. It's the boy Jarmel Reese. See you soon.
The Oracle will see you now.
So before we get off into your work and everything that you've done, can you just let people know who is Sophia Stewart and where do you come from, the background? Where did the mind of being able to create what you've created with these Matrix and Terminator franchise, where does this come from?
Well, I'm Sophia Stewart. I'm from New York City. I'm a prodigy. You guys are familiar with a lot of geniuses, but not that familiar with prodigies. Prodigies are mathematicians. Like I skipped high school. I didn't need it. Didn't even need to do it. And went into college and got the degree. I have a degree in law. I studied to be a lawyer and a doctor. I studied under some of the most brilliant lawyers, Brooklyn and Manhattan attorneys, and so forth. So
So when you say you no high school, did you not
I didn't
attended?
do any high school. I skipped high school and took the New York Regents.
Okay, at what
You
age
can-
was this? What age?
Well, what age do you when you're going in high school? What age are you usually?
I don't know. Some people are 12, some people are 13.
No, not in high school.
Okay,
If you
so
skip high school, you're going from junior high on into college.
right.
So it's
So
not any grade school. There are some prodigies that you guys may know about. I like the little 12-year-old girl that got her degree and she's working for NASA now. You know what I'm talking about? So there are kids that are in college, they're prodigies, but they've skipped some of them junior high, some have skipped some of the elementary and gotten their degrees, and they're kind of real young, but they're at college. So these are those students, and you see a lot of them in the Matrix. When you see the little boy bending the spoon, these are prodigies. He's bending the energy. So when you hear about the indigo kids and the crystals, the indigo kids are the younger kids. Some of them can sleep on their books and memorize everything that's in the book. Some of them have photographic memories. Some of them have unusual gifts that you see in the Matrix when you see in the Matrix.
mhm,
Quantum physics, calculus, ancient sacred geometry. That's what you're looking at
okay.
when you see the matrix. The word matrix is a 7,000-year-old Latin word for the woman's stargate, her womb, to bring babies into this physical domain called the earth. The difference between a man and a woman is not the vagina and the penis, it is the womb. The woman can have a baby. A man will never, ever have a baby.
Right.
A feeding tube called the umbilical cord that's connected to in the matrix womb to the mother and the baby is this umbilical cord. That's the feeding tube. If it dries up or this, it will dry up and disappear at the 10th month. So if the baby is not out by the 9th or the 10th month, the mother and the baby can die.
And so
And a man will never have estrogen flowing through the body for the breast milk. We have to have that estrogen flowing to us for the breast milk.
Mhm.
And a man will never ever have, a vagina. So they are telling, or of the womb.
Right.
So they're lying to you guys out there. I don't know why they are lying, but they are lying. There are no males that are women. Sorry. It is a fantasy. It is mythology. It is plain bullshit. Sorry to break it to you.
No doubt about it.
But the truth sets us free.
Absolutely. And so with that being said, so where did like even with the whole so that's how you got the name the Matrix with this whole
The Matrix come out of the Bible. It's mentioned in the King James's Bible, mentioned 5 times, 3 times in Exodus.
Mhm.
Everybody Google it. 2 times in Numbers. In fact, Exodus 34th chapter, 19th verse, God says, "He who opens up the matrix are my children. They're three-dimensional children born with wombs, including the female animals, because we're the only ones to bring babies into this physical domain
Absolutely.
through the womb." Now, the people who stole my money because they didn't steal my copyrights
Right.
because I own the Matrix and Terminator film franchises from the beginning, and they were offering me $5 to $7 million, but the copyrights are worth billions of
Mhm.
dollars, and so I took them to court for the damages.
And let me ask you this. So going back to when did you realize or when did you see your work being filmed and how did you find out about your work being basically taken from you?
No, my work wasn't taken from me. It's
Okay.
just like you have a DeLorean car in your yard. People need to understand certain things and not mimic things that they have no knowledge of. If the DeLorean car is in the yard and someone takes the car and makes $1 million off the DeLorean, I don't go to court to get my DeLorean back. The car certificate is in my name. So if the motor vehicle, I'm the owner. And just like if a bank has liens on your car, they don't go to court to get the car back. It's theirs by liens. But say you made $1 million off of the car or you damaged the car, we go to court for damages.
Mhm.
We're going to court for money. Now, you have to put your ownership in there to claim the money to show the judge and the courts, hey, this really is your property. So if somebody has, like Little Nas X, the rapper, he didn't steal Nike. Nike is a $1 billion company that's already copywritten and trademarked. What did he do? He took a Nike, which he counterfeited. He counterfeited a Nike,
Mhm.
put some blood on it, and sold 666,000 copies. Well, Nike is not coming after him to prove that, hey, that's my Nike. You saw the symbol on there. You know what a Nike looked like. Nike went after him for the money. So people need to raise up their consciousness to realize that courts are about money, damages. So if somebody is making money off of your house, the television that has that you own the receipt to, or the car that has it's in your name, or the intellectual property that's in my name, the copyrighted book and copyrighted script, which became the Matrix movies and Terminator movies.
Okay.
Same thing with Lords of the Ring book by the late J.R. Tolkien, Lords of the Ring movie. The movie came from his book. He is the author and creator of the work and of the movie. The movie is just like right now, you're filming me. You're not writing anything. You're making a video or a movie. Do you understand? If it's or a still, when you take one shot, that's a picture. Call a still. So you're not writing or creating anything. Do you see what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Mhm.
So I don't know why people want to give people credit for something that is not going on unless they do not understand the processing of films or how movies are
And I
made.
think people don't, and I think that's a education in its own. I don't think people understand that, how, and I also just even from your own doings, like people don't understand how to copyright their work. People who are lost in this film world. So the things that you're educating them on are things that they don't have a clue about. And that's the reason why we want to be able to educate people
I
about that
truly
type of stuff.
understand that. Well, let me just put it like this. People have been taught to do the poor man's copyright. A poor man's copyright is where somebody is taking their work and sending it to themselves, registered return receipt, so they can place a date on when the work was created. So that way, if somebody comes afterwards, you can show
Right.
that I had it first. You see what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Yep.
Well, the trademark and the copyright work the same way, except the copyright is worth 75 years.
Mm.
In other words, the copyrights are good for 75 years. You don't have to renew till 75 years later.
Mm.
Do you see how important it is to get a copyright? Plus, there are no protections for a poor man's copyright, but we applied to the government for the copyrights and the trademarks. Do you see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So they have to give us protection against counterfeiting.
Mm.
Now, when Little Nas X and the company Mischief and the executives counterfeited the Nike, the government did not come in and protect Nike's copyrights and trademarks. Same thing that happened to me.
Okay.
They did not protect my trademark and my copyrights.
Mm.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I paid for that protection. So did Nike. So it's two cases that you need to keep in mind. A case for damages, which is called a civil case. Then there's a criminal case, meaning counterfeiting. So if you go out and counterfeit a Gucci, you go out and counterfeit Versace or Louis Vuitton, that's counterfeiting. You're doing a knockoff. You're making money off of a knockoff, and people have to have the real product.
Yeah.
That's why it costs so much money.
Mm. And you know the thing about it, like you're giving a lot of education today because especially our people are not
Well, there's
educated.
no our people. Now,
Okay.
listen, theft is theft. All types of people have been stolen from. This is theft. It has nothing to do with your skin color. It has nothing to do with anything else that you think or you may process in your mind. Theft is theft, and we all have been stolen from. The only difference between some of the thefts out here and my theft is I was stolen in the billions of dollars, where there's different degrees or amounts of money. A lot of corporations are stolen in the millions and the billions of dollars. I'm here to educate people so they'll know. God says, my people perish because of a lack of knowledge.
Hmm.
And who is God's people? If you are about the truth, then those are your people. But if you're about lying, killing, and stealing, those are your people,
Hmm.
because this is what it has to do with the action that a person perpetrate here. See, a lot of things are distractions, and I'm here to pull people out of the matrix, out of the distractions, out of the ignorance, out of the lies, out of the confusion. Because if you do not do this, people are going to be saying on the internet, which is a distribution platform,
Absolutely.
they're gossiping, they're doing innuendos, lying, trolling, all kinds of stuff. And you can't go after these people because they have no money.
Yeah.
And look, I'm not speaking slander or defamation because I'm saying Warner Brothers and Andy and Larry Wachowski, James Cameron and Gail and Hurt made money off of my work. They do not own the Matrix and Terminator. They can never own the Matrix and Terminator, no matter how many lies trolls tell for them, no matter how many lies people tell for them, it is never going to change. The reason why is because those copyrights have my name on them. And if you apply later for a copyright or a trademark, it's a bad law called under the penalty of perjury. The government uses this when anybody applies for any government, whatever you are going to apply for, programs or anything you're getting from the government. Under the penalty of perjury, if you put anything in and apply for it, a copyright, and that copyright is secondary or derived or derivative, then you're committing fraud and perjury.
Hey, yo, peace and blessings and peace. It's the boy Jarmel Reese, man, and welcome back to a new season of Just a Thought. If you're a business or you're a person that has a story and you're interested in being able to be a guest on Just a Thought, hey, hit me up. I'm definitely interested to be able to sit down with you and be able to hear your story. Man, peace and blessings and peace. It's the boy Jarmel Reese. Yeah. Turn me up a little bit. Turn the music up.
Hey, hold on. Hey, yo, where y'all get them shirts from?
Oh, man, you can just go right here and scan this.
Okay.
The tag, just like that. Yeah.
I got it. Thank you.
All right, peace out, Queen.
Thank you so
When
much.
the people will need them, a prophet will come. Nine gods, it's more than a shoe. It's your own you. So what is the Matrix all about?
The Matrix is about unplugging you from the ignorance, the lies, and the illusions. The Terminator is the prequels or the beginning of the epic story of the Matrix. Terminator and Matrix are two franchises, but it's one epic story divided into two franchises because of the money. But it's only a fraction out of my copyrighted book and copyrighted script. So the Matrix is past, present, and future time travel, Matrix and Terminator. When you hear the Oracle's prophecy, and the Oracle is the character that the other characters that I created, but the Oracle is created after myself being a visionary seer and a prodigy. I put my own self in my work the same way that Alfred Hitchcock, we got it from Alfred Hitchcock. The late Stan Lee, Stephen King, Spike Lee, we all saw Alfred Hitchcock put himself in the work, and we put ourselves in our work.
And you know what's funny about that is that now that I'm getting a chance to be able to meet you, I can see the Oracle all over you, because the Oracle was so direct with Neo. She was so direct with him that he didn't even understand how direct he was with him. And, you know, I can just see that now with you being able to say that with your work. But getting back to just as far as like the Matrix and what it is and to open people's eyes up, to keep going on.
Yeah, what I wanted to say was Matrix and Terminator is past, present, future time travel, where you could see in the future the machines have dominated, and they have dominated the living beings or the children of God or the humans. They're killing them, dominating because they've advanced. Their programming is advanced. So now they hear the Oracle's prophecy that a baby is going to be born, and this is the second coming of the Christ child. The first coming is written by those authors in the Bible. But what I've written and put into science fiction form is the second coming, where in Revelations, end time termination or Terminator. That's why the Terminator has that name, because in Revelation, it's talking about the end, termination, Terminator. I'm the only person that can speak about my work and give the full details where you can truly understand. That's why you will never see any interviews with James Cameron, Gail Ann Hurd, or Andy and Larry Wachowski, because they cannot answer these questions. I can talk to scientists. I can talk to doctors. I can talk to philosophers, all types of people, Illuminati's, Masons, Masonic, you know, even the mob, and give the answers that needs to be given to these people out of their curiosity about this work. So now let me go back and tell you why Terminator is the beginning of the epic story. They hear the Oracle's prophecy, the machines, and the future, that a baby is going to be born that's going to destroy them. Now they know that the mother who's tied to this is going to be Sarah Connor.
Okay.
So now they have to time travel, looking like a person, wrapped in flesh, killed but cannot be killed. The first time anybody's ever seen a machine looking like a person.
Yeah.
Now, you guys were used to seeing the old metal clankety clank. If you look at Star Trek,
Yeah.
Star Wars, and you go on and on.
That was
you
the first
guys
time we
saw
ever seen movies with like that, with the
that
dressed up
look
like a
just
human.
like
Yeah.
us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I was born in the digital age. H.G. Wells was born in the Iron Age, where there was metal. And he is the prodigy that
Mm.
saw the machines as metal old clankety clank.
Hmm.
Now, every writer has carried on that formality, just like what I just named: Star Wars, Star Trek. I can go further back: Twilight Zones, Outer Limits. Everybody has always carried on H.G. Wells' Metally Clankety Clank. But now, Sophia Stewart, visionary prodigy, is showing the advancement and speaking in my work, Matrix and Terminator, how they're going to look in the future,
Yeah.
that they're going to look like you. They're going to be drones. They're going to be clones. They're going to be test tube babies, petri dish babies, artificial inseminated babies, gender benders, gender manipulated babies
Wow.
out of the laboratory, but they have no seeds or soul of continuation.
Wow.
They cannot replicate, they cannot duplicate, they cannot have a baby. They are just like the hybrids.
Right.
You take a horse or mule, and look at the mule. He's the size of a horse, meaning he's big as a horse, but he's as tough as a donkey,
Yeah.
because the donkey is little and tough. The horse is big and weaker. But when you get the mule, he has the traits of both
Wow.
animals, but he cannot have a baby.
Wow.
He cannot, he's a hybrid created in the laboratory.
Wow.
So now let's go back to the Matrix and the Terminator.
Okay.
Let's go back to the time travel where the machines hear the prophecy and they know they got to kill Sarah Connor. But Kyle Reese is battling, he's a rebel, battling the machines. He hears the prophecy also. So what does he do? He time travel also. The machine time travel. What does he do? He comes through the burning blue portal like the womb of a woman. He lands naked without shame. How do we come into the earth? We
Naked
all
without
come
shame.
naked without shame.
Wow.
We can't take anything with us. We didn't bring anything here.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is why you should enjoy everything here on the earth, because you can't take it with you.
Man.
The ancient Egyptians, they all found out this really quickly.
Yeah.
A lot of people have. So why are you fighting and killing over land and food and minerals when there's going to be other people that's going to have the same land you live
It doesn't
on,
even matter.
going to have the same property, probably going to be wearing some of the same clothes,
Yep.
your clothes and jewelry,
Yep.
and so
It gets
forth.
passed on. It gets just passed right on.
It just gets passed over and over. Now let's go back to the story.
Mm-hmm.
They land naked without shame, but Kyle Reese, being a living being, knows that he has to go put on some clothes. The machine is told, the Terminator is told to put on some clothes because he's a machine, he's a program. So he doesn't know, because he doesn't know anything about love, he doesn't know anything about compassion. Yeah, he knows how to kill because he's programmed to kill.
Yeah.
This is why you see the Matrix and Terminator are one epic story, divided into two franchises. There's no way James Cameron could have created the Terminator, or Andy and Larry created the Matrix without it being one story. They're not separate stories. They are one stories, and when they come together, they make sense.
They make the
But
most
when
sense.
that's right. But when they're separated,
It doesn't make
it
sense.
doesn't make any sense at all, because the Matrix is in the future. And Neo, Neo is an anagram. Anagram means backwards. a sneaky way of calling him the one,
Right.
Neone,
Right.
one. John the Revelator was the only one that called Jesus the
The
one,
one.
because what I wrote was a biblical story, but I did it up in science fiction form,
Mm-hmm.
and it didn't come from the Bible because it's not in the Bible. You understand what I'm
I
saying?
do.
But the referencing to um, John Connor being a hacker, they call Jesus a hacker or a thief. Hacker means a thief.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see what I'm talking about? Calling him the one. Neo is called the one. You're my personal savior. You see what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
His journey that he has to go on, he's taken to Morpheus, and where Morpheus teaches him how to fight the machines.
Mm-hmm.
He's taken to the Oracle for the prophecy so she can guide him on his journey of success.
And Morpheus in this, what would his character be?
Morpheus is the teacher, the philosopher, the teacher, to teach you how to fight and understand the machines. The oracle is the wisdom, the knowledge. Sophia, my
Yeah.
name, wisdom, Greek for wisdom, the knowledge. Because you can learn how to fight, but without the knowledge,
It doesn't make
it
any
doesn't
sense.
make any difference. They both are one and the same. They come together to make you complete.
Well, I'll tell you this, even for me as an experience with the whole Matrix and Terminator things, when I first seen them, it was always like one of those things. I was like, man, who wrote this? And it always I felt connected to the story. I felt like it's like you said, it's the story of biblical times. Like we all feel connected to it, especially when you have that type of connection and that type of energy. And I just want to thank you for being able to put that type of work together. First of
Oh
all.
yeah, they were talking about me in the news in the 80s. They wrote in 1981, the Los Angeles Sentinel. You can all go into the archives and see the news that they were talking about me, that Sophia Stewart is going to come out with a science fiction, the first of its kind, never before seen on any movie screen.
Hmm.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? And it's talking about these superheroes that I created, that we are all here saving the world. It has nothing to do with any skin. It has nothing to do with
Right.
any. There are no races. The word race is racist. There are just people, good or evil. And this is what we should be concerned about, because look at all the killings, look at all the wars, look at all the bombings,
Yeah.
and people dying from the Manchurian candidates
Hmm.
out there. And you need to see the old black and white movie, you know, MK Ultra,
Okay.
where now you can program any mind to do any and everything that you want here, which is astronomical, which
Yeah.
is crazy, you
Yeah.
know. So yeah.
Yeah. And we just living in a crazy time where it's like that matrix has came to its own. Where
We're living in the matrix right
yeah,
now.
yeah,
This is the matrix. This is the programming. And this is where we're trying to unplug. But we all live in different worlds. And that's what the matrix was telling you, that we all are in these different worlds and people need to unplug.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You make your own heaven and hell here on earth by what worlds you're caught up in, what worlds are you're operating in. And if you operate in truth, you can pretty much break out of the shells of the other worlds.
yeah. And that's the thing about it, breaking out of it and knowing what the matrix is. And that's the thing I think everybody's so caught up in this wake up, go to work, go to sleep,
Those are
through the
programs.
programs, and they're just stuck in these programs to break out of that cycle, and it's so much fear that's just pumped inside of you that you feel like, you know what, either I'm gonna take care of my family and keep going in this circle and do it the most comfortable way, or going over here is just scary.
Well, a fear is nothing but false evidence appearing as real. That's all fear is just false evidence. And a lot of people believe in this false evidence, which we call fear. But if you learn the truth, you will not have this fear.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see what I'm
I
talking
do.
about?
I do.
So people need to learn the truth. They need to unplug. They need not to be caught up in different subliminal messages and
Yeah.
programming and things that are going on here. If you dig and understand truth, truth will set you free.
Man.
But lying and lies is nothing but more programming, and people caught in the programs, they believe the program, they're living in these programs, and of course, you're going to die in these
Inside of them.
programs because who said that you need to work? Who said that you needed to buy land from the government? This land was given to everyone, and the livelihood is given to everyone, and we have free will, which is called choices.
Yes.
So, our free will, with your choices, we need to make the better choices for ourselves and not be caught up in programs.
So that's even a good one for us. So our monthly thing has been about purpose. What would you say for purpose? What would you give somebody for words of encouragement for purpose? And what do you think
Well, I
purpose?
think we're all here to create, that we're all co creators with God. And a lot of people do not believe in God, and I'm sorry for that, but
Right?
I couldn't have won my case in Utah, the second court case. And that court case validated me as the owner and creator of the Matrix by two federal judges, Judge Evelyn J. First and Judge D. Benson. There are people online, they're performing ignorance, lying, and saying I did not win. And they're talking about an old court case, which was shut down, dismissed, but I didn't lose it. They didn't win it. It was dismissed because it was a RICO case that was going to put some people in jail
Hmm.
because of the counterfeiting of the copyrights in the trademark.
Hmm.
And so they have been trying to hide this, but it's going to come a time because public opinion matter. As long as they can fool the public and have the public on the internet seeing all this troll stuff, she didn't win. She didn't create the Matrix and Terminator. They feel like the public opinion is getting them over. But when you wake up, and one day you're going to wake up, and the truth is going to happen, just like it did with Al Capone.
Right.
Al Capone was paying the police commissioner, senators, and politicians a lot of money
And they act
to
like they
hide his
didn't know. Right.
atrocities.
Right.
And the cops would call him up and say, Al, we're going to hit up 3 of your places tonight to make
Get
sure you're
out of
not
there.
there. Get out of there. Don't be there, because we have to make the public think we're doing our job.
Yeah.
See, public opinion is what delays stuff and what speeds up any injuries being addressed. As long as you stay in the matrix, you can be utilized. You'll be just like a puppet
Yeah.
on a string with a stick up you,
Yeah.
and they will do whatever they want with you and how they want to do whatever with you. So you need to wake up and come out of the dream world and come out of the programming and the subliminals and ignorance and come and do what you came here to do. You're a co-creator. You might want to invent something
Yeah.
that's going to heal or help people because of all the atrocities that are going on here. The co-creators need to step up and they need to start creating. You need to do the job you came here to do and do the work that you came here to do. Very important.
Yeah. I think it's that's so much important for us to be able to be here to be co-creators.
Of course, we all came to do something. We came to do something positive,
Yeah.
not negative. Negative brings karma. Karma catches up with everybody. If you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing here and you're doing something negative, karma is going to catch up with you.
Hmm. And see, I think it's a lot of the times we don't know how special we are.
Right.
And man's biggest failure is not knowing who he is.
Well, yeah. Well, man has to come to truth so he can know thyself, because you can't know yourself unless you come to truth. If you continue to worship evil, if you continue to do evil, and you continue to lie, kill, or steal, then you become this negative energy upon the earth, and that negative energy start destroying.
Yeah.
But it's also creating karma.
Yeah.
But if you do the positive thing where you come to create build, heal, help, educate,
Mm-hmm.
then you're going to put out this positive energy, and it's going to be this glowing energy of light, love, and fulfillment, and it's going to change everyone's world.
Hmm.
And that's what my work has done upon the earth, to change the whole world into this positive energy.
It definitely, I could definitely say your work has definitely grabbed a lot of people I know out of the light, out of the darkness, to be able to see that we are special. You know, I could always, like I said, I can identify with those kids that were bending the spoons in the Matrix and doing all these different things because I felt connected to that, felt special. And I think your work has definitely, you've done exactly and still doing what the creator has made you be able to do, and you're still creating, and it's amazing.
Well, I'm still continuing my work because every creator or co-creator here upon the earth, they're the only ones that can continue to do their work.
Mm-hmm.
So if you leave this earth, all people can do is mimic your work and copy your work from 20 or 30 years ago, like Michael, the late Michael Jackson. You can't eclipse Michael's work.
Right.
You can't eclipse Prince, the late Prince's work. You can't eclipse anybody's work that have created something here on earth.
Yeah.
All you can do is mimic and copy it. That's all. And all you're going to be doing is something they wrote and did 20, 30, 40 years ago. You're not going to be able to progress it like I have because I'm still alive. So when you read Matrix 4
Yes.
Evolution,
Yes.
that is more Matrix. That book has been out since 2010.
Mm-hmm.
2010. It's 2023 now. So it's been out for 13 years. Next year, 14 years. So now these people in Hollywood come out with a film that they're calling Matrix 4 regurgitation, resuscitation, resurrection. But it's not the continuations of the Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing but regurgitation of the Matrix, mimicking and copying the old
Yeah.
1999 movies. But now they got John Wick.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that one. It was,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
Well, it's not the Matrix. It's
Yeah.
not Neo. Go back
Yeah.
and look at Neo. Neo's hair is short.
You right?
He's wearing different clothes. The
Yeah.
character, John Wick, is a witch. Witchcraft has nothing to do with the
Yeah, it
Matrix.
doesn't.
Witchcraft.
It doesn't.
Then look at Tiffany. It's not Trinity. Trinity's up in the air, quantum physics. She's built. She's strong. She's a superhero. Tiffany has a husband and two children.
Yeah.
Her name is Tiffany, not Trinity.
Yeah.
She's mediocre. She's at home. Now, let's look at Naomi. Naomi is a leader, a black superhero, but some old general with dreads on her hair. And look at Morpheus, a naked man with the Joker's old suit on.
Yeah.
Come on, people. There's no logos, no 1 and 0 binary codes logo running down on regurgitation, resuscitation, resurrection movie. So how is that the Matrix? Come on, there are no characters from the Matrix. So why is that the Matrix?
Mm-hmm.
Go back and look at it. There is regurgitating and talking about a 1999 Matrix.
Yeah.
Go look at it again. That is
Yeah.
not the Matrix.
Yeah.
The diehard fans wanted their money back. It
Yeah.
flopped.
Yeah.
You know why? Because Warner
Yeah.
Brothers offered me $30 million for the shooting script. The shooting script is what you start filming with from the book called Matrix Evolution.
Mm.
I turned down $30 million so you guys, which are millions and billions of fans globally around the world with Matrix and Terminator, so you guys can see the truth.
Well, thank you.
Truth was more important to me than $30 million of lies.
Well, thank you, because I'm telling you, I was not a fan of this last one. It was like, nah, this wasn't.
It is
wasn't.
not a last movie. It's what's
Yeah.
called regurgitation, resuscitation, resurrection.
Right.
Because a resurrection is resuscitation. regurgitation.
Mm.
That's all it is. It is not a continuation. That's what's missing.
Yeah.
It is not a continuation.
We need the continuation.
That's right. Matrix 4 Evolution. Go on Amazon.
Yes.
Look at the 5-star reviews. Read it for yourself and have a continuation of the work, just as in the first Matrix.
Absolutely.
If you don't do that for yourself, you've done an injustice to yourself and others. And don't speak about something unless you've read it.
And see,
If you haven't read it, then you can't speak on it. And if you go and you look at Amazon and look at some of the book reviews, 1 and 2 and 3, they haven't even read the book. They're talking about something else. So how are you doing a review if you haven't read the book? Amazon, take them off. Those are for reviews. People who have read the book. You shouldn't cheat. If you hadn't read the book, you can't make an opinion.
with that said, please make sure you go get the new book. Well, it's not even new. Make sure you go get the evolution of the book.
The
so
Matrix
you could be able to
Evolution.
continue the Matrix from where it is. You know what I mean? Not from the movie that we got to see. That
Yeah, it is the movies. The movies are one of the
not
things.
that movie. I'm talking about that
not
last
the regurgitation
movie.
movie.
Not
The
that one.
regurgitation movie is not.
Yeah.
I don't want any confusion.
Right.
People need to know that the first Matrix and the first 2 Terminators are the real thing. Everything they tried to do after that is regurgitation, resuscitation, resurrection. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. But not the continuation of the real work.
Well, with that being said, Sophia Stewart, I want to thank you for this interview. It's been a pleasure to be able to talk to you. And if is there anything else that you want to leave off and saying to the people?
I just want to say thank you for having me here. I appreciate it very much. Please go out and get the books and get the real continuation of the work. It will do justice to you, and you will learn so much that they can't lie to you anymore.
Absolutely. And we'll see you next week with another show of Just a Thought. Peace and blessings, blessings and peace. See you next week. Peace. They say in the time when the people will need them, a prophet will come. Believe in yourself and you season the moment your blessings will come. No, you can't play me, hitter. Why? Cause I'm not like these hitters. And you can't call my hitters who trained these hitters, who raised these hitters. I'm him. Boy, I'm a god, I'm a king, and my son is about to become the same thing. My daughters, they mind is on point and they melanin dripping, they goddesses and queens. I can care less if you're feeling me. I'ma tell you right now what it's finna be. Sound like less you and a lot of me. Something on your chest, G, dog, you better let it be. This a different league, whole different pedigree. I was in the kitchen cooking up the recipe. Meditated and it came back patiently. Looked around and then stuff started happening. Why? Cause you can't play me, hitter. Why? Cause I'm not like these hitters. And you can't call me hitter. Who trained these hitters, who raised these hitters, I'm him. Blessed from the womb. Yes, I was blessed from the womb. Like a cocoon, like a cocoon. I fast for days and the beauty's consumed. My soul was lost, my soul was lost. My soul was lost and I didn't know the cost. To sell my soul, no sell my soul. It is worth more than those diamonds and gold. Check me out now. Please believe this gon' get airplay. Please believe you're gon' see me one day. Take my style, come back, then you go away. Turn around and give it back to me anyway. Why? Cause you can't play me, hitter. Why? Cause I'm not like these hitters. And you can't call me hitter. Who trained these hitters, who raised these hitters, I'm him. Blessings on me, nothing but blessings on me. Blessings on her, she, bless what she see. Bless what she hear, what she see. Blessings on we, bless what we speak. Bless what we hear, what we speak. Blessings on we, blessings on me. Nothing but blessings on me. Check me out now. Please
Please believe this gon' get airplay. Please believe you gon' see me one day. Take my style, come back, then you go away. Turn around and give it back to me anyway. Why? Cause you can't play me, hitter. Why? Cause I'm not like these hitters. And you can't call me hitter. Who trained these hitters? Who raised these hitters? I'm him. Blessings on me. Nothing but blessings on me. Blessings on her, she. Bless what she see. Bless what she hear, what she see. Blessings on we. Bless what we speak. Bless what we hear, what we speak. Blessings on we. Blessings on me. Nothing but blessings on me. Check me out now. Blessings. Nothing but blessings. Blessings. Nothing but blessings.